Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Greetings. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, pleased to connect. With all of you. Yes. 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 We have a new perspective on what you are going through right now as a collective there on Earth. We have been able to see your current situation, your struggle, from a variety of different angles. And in so doing, we have stumbled upon a new one. You are at this time going through all of human history. And experiencing a lot of the worst aspects of human history at the same time. You are looking at yourselves, not just in the present, but the past of life on earth for humanity as well. You are doing a collective purging of your history as sentient beings living on that beautiful planet of yours. You've done this work as individuals, especially those of you who are awake. You have done the work. And now you are doing it as a collective. The difference now is that there are so many of you and so many different pasts to deal with all at once on your world. What you are going through right now is not easy. It is a rebirthing of the sentient human, the being with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head that walks upright and has a soul. Now is a good time to consider the collective soul that you have there on planet Earth. And we know the best way for you all to experience that collective soul is to commune with your planet. We know that you can tap into that history that you have there on Earth by sitting, standing, walking, or lying down on your beautiful world. You are there now to start anew, to forgive all of humankind for the atrocities of your collective past. And you are also there to release trauma from experiences in your past that were no one's fault. They were your co-creation, but they were not anyone's fault. We are talking about natural disasters, pandemics, cataclysmic destruction of entire continents. We are talking about how you had been experimented on very early on in your development as sentient beings, and how you were abandoned several times. You now understand that the past does not create the future. You are not going to repeat those patterns, those historical events, those atrocities. You are not going to do all of that again. Not in the way that you have in the past. But you are having these experiences that are watered down versions of those collective traumas. And you are doing some collective clearing, healing, and purging. You are saying goodbye once and for all to the third dimension and everything that you suffered through as a result of incarnating in a polarized, dualistic reality. So what can you do as an individual? You can recognize what is happening, and you can rise above it. You can consciously not fall into the trap of blaming others, pointing fingers, making accusations. And you can recognize that this is your collective past, and you are a part of it. That means you get to be a part of the solution. You get to be a part of the healing that needs to take place there on earth. And you are the ones to do what needs to be done to take on these types of enormous assignments. You are the ones building the bridge to the future, to the fifth dimension, to a time when all of this chaos that you have on your planet right now will be a part of the collective past that you're not going to repeat, that you don't have to relive, and that you are putting in the rear view mirror now, permanently. That's what you're there to do. And we know that you can do it. We have so much faith in the human spirit, and so should you. Well, the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Hi, everybody. Polyander's here, of course. Once again, getting all of her time in with me while I'm channeling in front of a camera instead of when I was working today. It's all right. I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. Speaking of that, I had a couple of really fun moments today with Talea. One was we're all sitting on the couch. My wife and I are watching The Flash, and we've got baby facing us because we don't want her having any screen time till she's 18, and and so she's looking at me. She'll do that. I think I've told you guys that before. She'll just cat hair, but it goes right along with the story. She'll just stare at me because I'm like the anomaly. She sees my wife all day, and then I come out lately at like 6 p.m. and she gets to spend a couple hours with me. And so today we're on the couch and I go like this with my little soul patch here, and she imitates me perfectly. She goes like that with her facial hair having face. And then I was telling my wife that, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool. She just imitated me perfectly." And she goes, "Oh, I got to show you some pictures." And I'm sorry that I don't have the pictures to show you guys, but my wife does yoga, and she's doing yoga in front of Talea now in their little playroom in the cottage that we have. And she showed me pictures of Talea in downward dog. And not only is she doing downward dog, but she's looking like this, like over at my wife, like while she's in downward dog. She's kind of craning her neck. They have the most flexibility, these babies, I tell you. Like she can, obviously, the happy baby pose, I'm sure. But the way she can like turn her neck, like look all the way behind herself without shifting her torso, it's pretty funny. So that's my Talea update for y'all. 13 months now. We also got some pictures of her today at her high chair after eating pasta with marinara sauce and having like all over her face and hands and just being like, oh my God, those were some good ones. I have a couple of things to promote here. I've got a advanced group channeling class link down below in the description on YouTube, and it'll be on Instagram as well. It's danielscranton.com/learn. That's how you get to that advanced group channeling class that will be taught by the Arcturian Council. And then I've got a what's it called? Law of Attraction, Manifesting Your Desires course coming up on the 27th as well. That's happening. And I just put a new page and menu item on my site, my website, danielscranton.com, which is for my master courses, because I just stayed up late last night making a new master course. I think it might be the biggest one yet. It's got courses, classes, and a 20 additional meditations, light languages, sound healings, all that good stuff. Breathing exercises, mantras. So a total of 28 recordings in that one. And it's on your perfect health, infinite vitality, and ideal body weight is what that one's called. So check that out if you're interested. My week's off to a good start. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good week. I'm finding that my personal preference these days, and it has been for a while, but especially in these really crazy times, is to just listen to comedians. Today I listened to Jim Carrey and Dave Chappelle. and Russell Brand. Those are three of my favorites. And Russell Brand's YouTube channel is pretty great if you want to check that out. He's not very funny anymore. He used to be hilarious, but he's incredibly insightful. He's got a long interview on his channel with Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced now because he says Tolle. And Jim Carrey's got he's talking to one of the big time podcasters out there, Mark Maron, Mark with a C, Maron, M-A-R-O-N. So I'm listening to that right now. And he's got a book out, which is it sounds so interesting that I'm not a big reader, but I'm tempted to get Jim Carrey's new book. I feel like these people, these comedians, and it's not all men. I like Amy Schumer a lot, Sarah Silverman, and others. These comedians, Maria Bamford is a genius. If you don't know who she is, she's definitely flying under the radar, but she's a genius. These comedians really have such a wonderful voice and a way of making light of things that takes the tension off. I tried to watch a David Icke video the other day. I couldn't get past like a couple minutes of it. But that's just how I feel. I just go by how I feel. I'm not saying if you're gonna write in the comments that he knows everything, and I don't know what he knows and what he doesn't know, but I know what my gut tells me, and I didn't enjoy watching his video. So that's what I go by. I go by how I feel. And lately I've been feeling like different voices than what are out there predominantly in the New Age community are what I enjoy. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't know what's I don't know what's going to happen or what's going on, but I do feel like what they were saying today, which I actually hadn't thought about myself. I hadn't even considered it. The only thing we don't really have going on right now is a world war, but there's a lot going on that's repeating of cycles that we have here on Earth. We definitely have racism going on, and we definitely have a pandemic and people exploiting other people, and it's slavery and the sex slavery trade, which has become a big issue in the social media lately. All of that, it's like all coming up. We're seeing it. We're seeing like what's been going on, basically, other than having a pandemic. A lot of this stuff has just been systemic and cyclical and really needing to be purged once and for all, like they said. So I think we're doing it. I believe in us. I'm an optimist when it comes to humanity, just like the Arcturians, which is probably why they chose me to channel them. They chose me, really. And they told me that too early on. So anywho, I'm going to go watch Sneaky Pete now. I'm done soapboxing. I love you guys. Namaste. Blessings to you and yours. And I will be back here tomorrow night with more from the Arcturian Council. If you're on Instagram, make sure you come back. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the little subscribe guy, because I'm so close to 17,000 right now. I can taste it. Okay. Good night, everybody.